season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run on first down. Hutchins. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Ready up. Head up. 50. Plant. 50's a mark. 50's a mark. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. All right, flat. Look at me. Go.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll drop the throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You gonna see me move. You gonna see me in the nutmeg.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. And again this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. On first down, Snow. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play.
64, weak. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, tank. Shoot. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And the Cowboys now, they've opened things up in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Snow, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
We own them.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A fresh 7 downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Set. 24. 24.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's got Harrison left side complete. It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be second down.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, it's Watson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. 24! Hey, 24!
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got Green. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Hit it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now! Motion.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. They'll try and run it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Max 50. Watch the back. Hey, wahoo!
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a first down throw. Watson going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 55 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off two huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 17 yards out. And the Texans push further out in front. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Out. Recon, 132 fighter. Under 10. Check 26. He's checking. Leo.
Now Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
on the NFL scoreboard. Second quarter up in Minneapolis. And the Cardinals scoring again. They've got that one in cruise control. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Watson, throwing again, flushed out right, on the run, he'll let this go deep right, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. It gets intercepted.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
60 outlaw.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This is taken at the 3. Uses the spin. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set. 19. Hey, 24. Let's go. Motion.
On first down, Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
At the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. A spin, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, Snow. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Looking to throw on second down. Watson going to throw right side here. Complete. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Watson. That's to McCaffrey. Complete. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll look to throw here. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed. Right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. 7 yards there and a first down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit. You stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Texans push further out in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I got you.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
Let's give a little credit there. Offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Check Greystone, travel. Ready.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Well, pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. They get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 32-yard line.
Hey, motion backfield. 94.
They'll keep it on the ground. Snow. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Let's go defense.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And an alley to run. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hot, hot. Watch the end. Check. Check.
Again, it's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check 13. Check 13. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Yeah.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down.
50, play. And watch that, and watch the ball. Go. X3, 218, chopper.
They'll run on first down. Hutchins, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
To throw on 2nd down. Jordan Green brings it in. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Get ready.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watson on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
Mike 18. Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And they take a knee.
Watson on the keeper.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Double time. Even. 4 down. Even.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Watson on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in